welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make cheesy beef sandwich recipe. I've already cooked a pound of ground beef with some onion and I fried that loose. I didn't have to really drain anything. There's hardly any grease in here. I didn't even add any oil to it at all. So I'm just going to go with it. Next we're going to add some chopped bell pepper that I have tried to chop as fine as possible. At this point you would add a minced garlic clove, but I'm being lazy. So I am going to add some garlic powder instead. It's going to be about 2 teaspoons worth. You need to add a couple of teaspoons of McCormick's Montreal steak spice or seasoning. Now we're going to cook this for about 3 minutes and then we're going to add mushroom soup. We cooked our couple of minutes that we needed for the bell pepper, and now we're going to add some mushroom soup. I do not have the right size can, so I'm going to add about half of this family size can. That should work. So you're going to stir all that in there. It's going to be very similar to beef stroganoff, but you're going to serve it on a bun. You keep it on low. So I got all that combined. Now we're going to put, make sure this 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. 2 teaspoons. It gives it that classic stroganoff taste. I'm going to stir all that up. And we need to cook this about 5 minutes. And then we'll come back and add the cheese and we will be done. So we did our 5 minutes. We need to turn off the burner. You're going to add about a cup to a cup and a half of cheddar, shredded. You're going to mix that in. And that's going to make your cheesy part of the sandwich. And then you're done. We are going to make taco tortellini, and I've cooked extra ground beef that I'm going to actually take out of this recipe. So don't use this much, only use a pound. But I've already cooked it, and I'm going to go ahead and add my taco seasoning and water. And then I'm going to let this cook. Do not drain the grease until after you've added the water. This is very important, because for some reason it just, I don't know, it's very weak and bland tasting. So what I do is I bring this to a boil with the grease, with the water, with the seasoning. Bring it to a boil. Then you'll drain all of it off. So this normally takes about 10 minutes or less to bring this to a bubble. So we'll bring this to a bubble and then we'll continue on with our recipe in just a minute. So I drained the meat. Put the meat back in here. You're going to add your cheese tortellini that you've already boiled. So you'll need to boil that according to the package directions. And try to leave it just a little bit undercooked so that it can finish cooking in here. You're going to add a can of diced tomatoes. And that's going to be your liquid. And we need to let that simmer. So warm that up just a tad. And then one final thing and we are done with this recipe. You can always do different variations. We're going to add some cheddar cheese to the top and throughout, and then we're done. So I got this heated through, and now I'm going to put some cheddar in there. So you can put any type of cheese that you want as long as it's shredded. I'm going to put about a cup or so, maybe half a cup, and I'm going to stir it up. And then, that way, I got some cheese all through there. I'm going to take some cheese, and I'm going to sprinkle along the top. Pepper jack would be delish in this. That would be great. And I'm gonna sit here with the lid and melt it. Put a lid on there and then try to let it heat up a little bit and melt. And then it'll be ready to serve. Give me just a few minutes and I will show you the finished product. Still got a little bit more melting to do here, but it is done. It's ready to serve and hopefully everybody will find it very flavorful and yummy. Pepper jack or some jalapenos or some, garnish it with some sour cream and some green onions. That would also be delicious, but I mean, you could do it like this, it's fine. If you like what you see, you want to see more content, please like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.